Mazi Kanu is the leader of IPOB. And we have the DOS as the leadership of this struggle. The DOS is not one single individual. It's an institution. So we should respect it. It's an institution to be respected. It's not an individual. We must understand how to build institutions and how institutions work. That is what we are clamoring for. So that even if I'm not here tomorrow, you will see the institution continues. You will see another person that is more vibrant than me. That is how things move. Not when somebody is not there, everything collapses, because things are built centered on one person. It doesn't go like that. Institutions never work like that. That is it. So today, I'm going to just go and read some, I will read some news headlines. But before I do that, I want to play this clip. Because, the problem with Nigerians is that they don't understand. When you are sick, the first thing, or the most important thing, is to do analysis, radiography, anything you might call it, in order to understand the cause of the sicknesses or your sickness. If you make a wrong analysis and wrong results come out, you start treating a sickness, the cause of your sickness, which means the person might die, because that is beating around the bush. Are you hearing me? Until you understand the cause of your sicknesses, the real cause of your sicknesses, once you understand it, once you get it, now you start curing it. You start buying medicine to cure it, because you have seen diagnosis. You have diagnosed the real cause of your sicknesses. But it is a pity that Nigerians never understand the real sickness. They never understand. That is why things are getting from good to bad, bad to understand. That is why things are getting from good to bad, bad to worse, every blessed day. It is only in Nigeria that today will be better than tomorrow. Only in Nigeria. People talk about president. Oh, president, who is that? They don't care the politics behind the creation of Nigeria. The politics about Nigeria. I want you to hear this, please. I want to play this. Let me analyze a bit. There is this man that is talking about the so-called headsman crisis, the Fulani headsman crisis. And they are still going in circles of deception, circles of ignorance. Now, please listen.
On the 27th of last month, a security alert sent to me by somebody that the Fulani were planning to attack Yelwata.
This is a Benue man, somebody from Benue, that is speaking on national television after the attack, after the Fulani jihadist terrorism or terrorist attack. This is what he has to say. Please, just listen.
The 7th of last month, a security alert sent to me by somebody that the Fulani were planning to attack Yelwata. I have it on my phone. That means before it got to me, it would have reached the security apparatus of this country. Unfortunately,
the man said he himself is not saying they say. He said he got alert, security alert through WhatsApp, that before this very heinous attack in Benue, in Yelwata, that Fulani are planning an attack against that community. He's an ordinary person. Just continue listening. That is before the attack. Listen.
when you see a government where deliberately, Mr. President, he appointed the NSA, a Fulani man, the Chief of Defense Staff, a Fulani man, the Chief State, what do you call him, the Minister of Defense, Fulani, the Minister of State Defense, Fulani. Now, when such information reaches these high offices, do you think it will go beyond that? It will not. When the people at the top are people who belong to those ethnic nationalities being under consideration or under probe, then what would become of it? Nothing.
There is. Do you understand what the man said? The CSO, Chief Security Officer, Fulani, under Tinubu, Chief of Defense Staff, Fulani, the highest ranking security officials, Fulani. And he is blaming Tinubu. That is why I say Nigerians are still very ignorant. They are naive. They are naive about their country, about the governance of their country. They are very ignorant. I don't know whether it's mischievously ignorant or ignorantly ignorant. I don't know. But that is ignorance and naivety, I call them. I call it. Do you remember Goodluck Jonathan? You remember Goodluck Jonathan? Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. When he took over office by luck, as a lucky man, good luck he is. Do you remember him traveling to Israel to meet I think he was still Netanyahu, the president, the prime minister at that time. And they deny him. They deny him that he cannot see the president. And all of a sudden, he surfaced on the Wailing Wall because, you know, when wars come to wars, they will dive into religion to raise your sentiments so that you forget every other thing. That is how Nigeria is. That is how to deceive average Nigerian. Once, in order to cover up everything you are doing, you dive into either Allah. Allah say, "Oh, God call me," or God say, "Finish. You have gotten that one." He will bow down. He will bow. Goodluck Jonathan went and they deny him. They say you cannot come to see the prime minister without passing through the necessary channel. We have our representatives, our agents in Nigeria. When he saw that he cannot meet the prime minister of Israel because he wants to solicit for arms, they tell him they block everywhere. Listen, have you forgotten? They say you have to go and meet our agent. And who is the agent? Babangida. Anything he tells you, do it. Before now we can allow you to see prime minister so that you can help. You know, he went there too as a Christian now. Don't worry, Israel, we are Christians. Oh, yeah, come. I want you to, as others refuse to say arms, you will not fail your brothers. They block him. They say, who they do this Christian and this and that with you? Come on, one monkey. Now he came out to wear a watch on the head as a Wailing Wall. Hey, he's praying for Nigeria. They video it. Let me tell you, the information they are bringing out to the public, it is only maybe 0.00001% correct. 0.00001% correct, which is almost made up. Most of the information you are seeing from the mainstream media concerning your governance is rubbish. Stop quoting them. Go in Nigeria, stop quoting them. They come and give you anything they want. They will make up something and come and give to you. That is the thing. So, good luck, Jonathan went back to Nigeria and met Babangida. Babangida laughed and say, no, you say you be Oga. Why they run now? He says, sorry, sir. I don't know, say it be like this. He said, okay. He said, before I can even talk, say anything with you, have any discussion with you, call Sambo Dasuki. You see, Sambo Dasuki, he will be your chief security officer. You know, I want you to understand that Nigerians are naive. They don't understand who is running their country. They don't understand. They are blaming somebody that is a figurehead there as a president. They are blaming him. He said, Babangida told him, before I can even discuss anything, I know what you want, but just before I can discuss, just as you are dropping phone, call Sambo Dasuki and make him your chief security officer. Do you think that good luck Jonathan made Sambo Dasuki his chief security officer with ordinary eye? Tell me. Tell me, a Fulani man. Tell me. Now he dropped phone to Buhari and called Sambo Dasuki. Sambo Dasuki say, I got you. I have been expecting this, but for me to accept for you to be your CSO, Chief Security Officer in Asorok. Do you know what it means, Chief Security Officer? Somebody, do you see where they are heading to, where they always go? To be in charge of your security, so that anytime if you go against their advice or their command, they'll kill you immediately. That is why Tinubu said he has no blueprint. Otherwise, they will kill him. Nigerians don't understand who is running their country. They don't understand. They thought that is that Tinubu that is there that is running their country. You are foolish. That's why I see Nigerians as very foolish people. I'm telling you, they don't understand who runs their country. That's why they are blaming Tinubu. Oh, we are voting. We are going to vote him out. Who tell you that? Tinubu is just a figurehead. Any president, any person that is president there is just a figurehead. That is why I'm laughing. Any people that are saying, Obi will come and he will do this, you are a clown by thinking that. Nigeria is not like any other country. Nigeria is not like any other country. There are many forces that are in charge in Nigeria, not the president. The president is a figurehead. You know, let us give them any person to be their president. They must have a president now. So deceive the public that he is their president. He is not. So when Jonathan called Sambo Dasuki to come and please, sir, I want you to be my CSO. He laughed. He said, I know, I'm expecting this. Don't worry. This is what they have planned. The powers that be. Britain, and this is what they have planned. The powers that be. Britain and the West, they plan it before even you enter into office. That is why you dare not to have blueprints to say, I will do this, I will do like Peter Obi. They were laughing at him, say this is a very foolish Igbo man. Britain was laughing at him, thinking, do you think that it's you that is running Nigeria? But I know that Peter Obi have understood now. That is why Peter Obi in either plus or minus, if he enters there, I am telling you, we should never accept. I am destroy. He'll get destroyed. Do you see how Obama was used to destroy Africa more? Push Africa more decades back by killing Gaddafi. Don't you see that? When Obama entered power in 2009, hey, everybody was, including me, we were boasting in the presence of a black man. Look at he become a president, the highest person. But little did we know that he has a mission. The powers that be, they put him on a mission. Just like had it been Kamala Harris also won in the last election. Oh, these people are figureheads. Forget it. They don't have a say in anything they are doing. Just figurehead. So when somebody Siki was contacted by Goodluck Jonathan to be begging him to be his CSO, he said, "Before I accept your offer, Mr. Man, you must put Lamido Sanusi Lamido as the governor of Central Bank." Do you see how Ngalaba branches are building? Do you see? But you are blaming Goodluck for putting. You don't know that it is for his own sake, for his own security, that he's doing this. Because there are powers that are above him. You are seeing him as though he's the president of Nigeria, but he is not. He was not. He was just a figurehead. The same way as Ikiwe was seen as a very big president without a big limousine. But he don't have power. That is how presidents of Nigeria are. Mostly non-Fulani presidents. They don't have no single power. Only to loot money. And the population will be crying and blaming him that he betrayed, this and that. Now, Goodluck, somebody Asuki told Goodluck, say, you must put Lamido Sanusi as the governor of Central Bank. That is my condition. So that one, they are in his security, they are in finance. Finish. Once you have the security and finance, any other thing, give to any other person you want. Ministry of Works, give Igbo man. Ministry of Science and Technology. Nigeria have any science and technology. Give Igbo man, no problem. Others, give any other person you want. These are rubbish. Only to loot small crumbs. That is what they do. Nothing more. The men, you see, Interior Minister, Chief Security Officer, and bank, finish. Finance, finish. So they rounded Jonathan. He has to do their bidding. Otherwise, he can't be there. He can never be there. They will, within small time, he will die of a heart attack or cancer will catch him. Because you are chief security advisor. He is chief security officer. He is in charge of everything about your security. Do you know what it means? So, Goodluck have to bow to them. To them. Those people that Tinubu is shouting that they will kill me if I present my blueprint as a presidential candidate. All these people you are seeing as president, like Tinubu, he go there and sign, say, I will do everything you people want me to do. There is no problem. And he will be. They tell him, don't worry, you are the president of Nigeria. Don't worry. Don't you see why Peter Obi is shouting of people are shouting of voting? We have 2 million votes here. The people that be they put him. Don't you see Kunle Olanwumi, how he revealed that he is one of the people that convinced Obama that Buhari is fit for the job? Don't you see how they... But for you elected him. Nigerians are foolish, honestly speaking. Nigerians are fools. Look at how this man is blaming Tinubu. He don't know that Tinubu's hands are tied. American government is there through Bill Gates, checkmating any type of thing, any of Tinubu's movement. That is why Bill Gates, upon his crimes, his non-crimes, he's not hiding it. He said they have bought the federal government hospitals in Nigeria to harvest organs. There is no Senate inquiry, no legislative inquiry about the claims of the revelations of Njemanze. And Tinubu gave Bill Gates medal, national honor. He gave him a national medal, a national honor, to tell him that, sir, under you I remain, and you and what you represent. So I am an obedient slave. Anything goes. Why do you think that they are not after the Fulani? Why? Because it is the agenda, the Nigeria agenda. The Fulani lobbied and lobbied right from beginning, right from the independence of Nigeria, that look, for us to be part of Nigeria, we have to be in charge. We must be in charge of Nigeria. How many times do I tell you this? That is why they gave Sadwana of Sokoto to be, they made him to be the chairman, the leader of all religious religious clergy in Nigeria and traditional rulers. Sadwana of Sokoto is the chief of all the traditional rulers in Nigeria and the chief of all religious leaders in Nigeria, whether Muslim, whether Christianism, whether traditionalism, whether any type of religion in Nigeria, he is on top. He's the chief. Don't you know that? These right right from beginning. They negotiated for this because they gave Britain as a condition or as conditions before they became part of Nigeria. If not, that they will not be part of Nigeria. So Britain gave them everything. And Azikiwe, being so selfish, he never cared about their British negotiations with the North. He trusts his brain. Sometimes I will fully wise man will die for foolish man backyard. Nothing mega. And what I hear name? Nah, I go there, nothing mega. You go there and you see something name. Nah, when I hear name, let them negotiate. You don't mean anything for me. Me, I'm Igbo man. You know where I schooled. He forgot that it is the British that taught him, that trained him. He went to school in America. They trained the same people trained him. But sense more than instead of diving into the negotiation, say no, Britain, you cannot continue negotiating. No. Wait, we will be going. He said, no, don't worry, leave them. Don't you see in the national? Before we used to laugh at them. Cattle headers. But on the national, I saw in a video where one Fulani is boasting that a life of one of his cows is more important than 150 lives of indigenous people. That if they kill one of his cows, he will kill 150 human beings. That is nothing. That the people are crying in Benue. Don't you see that this thing? Don't you see that video? Do you think that DSA didn't see them? Why are they not after him? Because they are in charge. That is a negotiated program or agenda since 1960. Now, Britain used the events, the chain of events. They activated the chain of events that warranted the practicalizing of the negotiated agreements with the Fulani till today. That is what you are seeing today. Well, that is it. When you are crying, shouting, Tinubu, you don't know that Tinubu is helpless. Tinubu has no power in what is happening. He has no single power. He will always be begging. As you are crying, as people, Nigerians are crying. Benue people, Enugu people, Imo people, Ondo, indigenous people, Zamfara indigenous, house are crying, blaming Tinubu. Tinubu, secretly, he will be crying, begging his the British lords. Please now, don't you see how my people are crying? Help us now. Let at least. That is why I think Tinubu say he will start even build a ranch in Abuja. Maybe they have granted him to say, okay, just use this thing to deceive the people. So that he say, okay, at least it's good. Anything, Tinubu has no power to stop what is happening. That is what I want Nigerians to know. He has no power. He has no power. The only thing that can stop what is happening today, the tragedy that Nigeria is today, is the population. Is the population. If populations rise up spontaneously, there will be crisis everywhere. It will stop what is happening. But it cannot, people cannot, Nigerians can never rise up spontaneously because they have been separated. How will you rise up when the look at NSAS protest? They are trying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that he started it. He is the cause of NSAS protest. Look at, and Nigerians are quiet. So that is why IPOB, we have checked all around 360 degrees and seen that, look, Nigeria has no mercantilism. There is no fixing. Nigeria has no fixing. So it is better we get out of that enclave for us to survive, because what we are fighting for is a question of survival. Nigeria is our graveyard, the graveyard of Biafrans, for your information. If we continue being in Nigeria, we'll be all dead. When I mean dead, not physical dead only, not physical death. Our talents are gone, will be destroyed. We will be pursued from our land. We are now moving out, going everywhere, even in deserts, to seek for green pasture. Whereas our land is land flowing with milk and honey. Because you cannot stay there. You cannot stay. They make life miserable for you, so you run away. That is how Nigeria is our graveyard. So, what am I saying? This man did not understand the problem of Nigeria. So that's why he's blaming Tinubu. That Tinubu appointed this person, is a Fulani, as his chief security officer. He appointed this and that as Fulani. No, he didn't do it with his own might. It was imposed on Tinubu from the people at the background, the powers that be, those that he was shouting that they will kill me, the Bill Gates, the West. Are you hearing me? That is it. So continue listening, please, because Nigerians, they misdiagnose their sicknesses. They need to vent out their anger on somebody, and is a very wrong person. The president of Nigeria has no power, or has very little power in what is going on in the Fulani onslaughts. Because the Fulani, they negotiate. Do you remember American ambassador meeting with Mietiala? You know, people don't give it the publicity. They don't read meaning into it as it is supposed to be. Do you know what it means? American government meeting with a terrorist organization. Do you know what it means? Do you know what it means? And you are still crying. Oh, they are killing us. It's Tinubu. No, it's not Tinubu. No, it's not Tinubu. Do you remember when they roll out military and killed immediately? What is that? UK ambassador, UK High Commissioner, Katrina Leong. Immediately he met with Tinubu. Tinubu was not the president. The following day, they roll out the military. He gave him confidence. Oh yeah, do it. Don't worry. We will cover you. We are the permanent at the permanent seat of United Nations. We are security. We are the people to cover you. Do it. The following day, they roll out military and kill Nigerians. Nigerians don't. They cry. Hey, they are killing us. Nigerian military. You don't know that people that are killing you are the West. The West you are praising, that are your Lord and personal Savior. They are the ones killing you. That's why nothing happened. Talk, go front and back. Nothing. Nothing. They rewarded Tinubu by making him the president. They say, yes, you are obedient servant or slave. We will reward you by making you the president. Don't worry. You can carry out our order. As they use him, he said, oh, don't worry, kill them, no problem. And he sanctioned it. So that is it. Today he is the president. And they are using, he is just a marionette. Any Nigerian president, he is a marionette to the powers that be. You know why I hate this foreign religion that is plaguing us, Islam and Christianity. They know all these things, but they will be deceiving the public. No, let us pray. Call for prayer for peace, so that there will be security in Nigeria. Let us pray. as if that is the solution, but they know the solution. This world is about deception, but the worst part is that people in Nigeria are deceiving their own people. That is the worst. Whereas Britain will go outside, America will go outside and kill and deceive people, commit genocides outside for the and bring the loot so that their people will have bountiful. In Nigeria, the opposite is the case. They will deceive their own people, the population, kill them, massacre them, in order to do what? To disburse wealth to foreign land. That is very sad. Please continue listening.
And the people at the top are people who belong to those ethnic nationalities being under consideration or under probe. Then what would become of it? Nothing. So if on 27th, an ordinary person like me got a wind of this thing, and it came and happened, and people were massacred, over 200, then you know there's something wrong in this country. What the Totif said is correct. Just add it.
This man said, if an ordinary person like him can get a wind of this report, this security report, intelligent report, that the Fulani are planning attack on Yewata in Benue. Ordinary person like him, he said, what do you think? Do you think that the security officers, the military, the DSS, they don't know about it? They completely know about this and nothing was done. He said, if it can be like this, which means there is a problem in this country. That's what I want people to understand, that Nigeria is a problem already. Not there is problem in the country. Nigeria is a very huge problem. The earlier you understand it, the better. So that you stop beating about the bush. That is why I continue going on religion. Because they will use religion to be comforting you, telling you to have hope. That it will go better, it go better. You continue having hope until you die. They kill you. They massacre you. Your children, the same thing. Okay, go better now. Don't worry. Continue. It's God. This is bunkum. Nothing will better in Nigeria. It's bunkum. Are you hearing me? The man said, if somebody like him, ordinary person, can get a wind before the attack, they send it to him, that there will be attack, which means the security people, the army, the military, the DSS, they know all this, but they did nothing to prevent it. Why would they do? When it is the agenda, Nigeria is just like a train running towards one direction. That direction is Fulanization. Oh, I don't know. Sometimes I don't even know how to explain again. When people are shouting, hey, Islamization. No, it's a wrong thing altogether. It's a Fulanization. Because this Fulani, they are killing also Hausa Muslims. They are killing indigenous Muslims in other places, in Kwara, everywhere. So, forget about this fear. It's a Fulanization. In our land, like in Biafra land, that are not Muslims, they are now introducing Islam in order to Fulanize everybody. Because once you bow to their religion as a non-Muslim, you have bowed to the Fulani. They become your Lord and personal savior. You will be singing praises of them. They will be directing you how to see God because you didn't know God. So you become a born again for the Fulani. You become eternal born again. You must be a baby. They will direct you in everything you are doing. If you want to say no, they will tell you no. This is how Quran wants it. We must emir. You must obey emir more than you are chief. Who is your ancestor? Who is your ancestor that put the chief? No, 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 no. Our emir, our order is the order from God. It's Allah that do it. Do you see? Now they twist your brain with religion, with Islam. But to the Muslims, they are killing. They don't care. It is Fulanization. Are you getting it? No, Nigerians are not getting it. Please, anytime as a Biafran, you see Nigerians preach to them that they are wrongly diagnosing their problems. The problem of Nigeria is not Tinubu. No, it's not the president. Bring another person, you will shout more. Bring Peter Obi, you will see cry. Tinubu will be better than him in governance. I am telling you before God and man. You know, we always analyze things with sentiments. Because once you enter into that office, you are no more you. You are just like you are being controlled. You're a marionette. Do this, you will do. Do that, you will do. Maybe sometimes the person will beg and get small thing for which you want to do, so that when they look at it, the secret hands that are controlling you, when they look that thing will also deceive the people for them to think that also you are doing something, they will allow him. Okay, do it, no problem. Are you hearing it? That is how Nigeria is being run. When you think that it is your president that is running, it's life from the pit of hell. Otherwise, he wouldn't put the Fulani at the top echelon of the Nigerian security apparatus, knowing fully well what they are doing everywhere. And you are shouting. You are shouting, where is he going? If you write petition against the Fulani, you give it to Tinubu. Tinubu, even if you are his brother, Tinubu's brother, imagine they write the petition that the Fulani are killing us, so this and that. Oh, my brother, you bypass protocol and give it to Tinubu. What will Tinubu do? Who will he give a command? He will carry that to your paper, give to the Fulani CSO, Chief Security Officer. He will give it to the military. They say, do something. And they will say, okay, thank you, sir. They will laugh. They will carry all those petitions and tear them. And tell their people to continue what you are doing. Tell the Fulani to continue what they are doing. Do you see how we are in a complete mess? But Nigerians don't know. They don't know. Let me revert back. How they just listen. Listen again.
Unfortunately, when you see a government where deliberately, Mr. President, he appointed the NSA, a Fulani man, the Chief of Defense Staff, a Fulani man, the Chief State
National Security Advisor, NSA, Fulani man, National Defense Chief, Fulani man. And the Nigerians are crying that Fulani are killing. Where is your cry going? To these people, to this Fulani on top, the highest official in security. What the NSA, Chief Defense, who will give order? Nigerians, they are seeing what is happening to them, but they are, whether they are afraid or they are naive or they are ignorant. Who will Tinubu talk to? Is these people. He will be begging them. I beg more. Tinubu, as your president, secretly, he will be begging the Fulani NSA, National Security Advisor. I beg now, me and I no do so that this they will not be blaming me. I beg at least make we be pretend, do something so that at least even my name can be, can be laundered. That I'm not part of it. They will say, okay, we will come and plan. Don't worry. Secretly. Don't worry. We will plan a strategy. Don't worry. Don't continue what you're doing. Don't worry. They are the people in control. That is why Sheikh Gumi is moving around unchallenged. And they are holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do you see? They are holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Whereas they are meeting with the Fulani terrorists, those that are chopping off people's head. Nothing you can do. Do you know the worst thing? Do you see complicity? Do you see Nigerians? Nigerians are dishonest people. That's why I say they merit what is happening to them. They merit it 100%. I don't pity any longer. It doesn't matter who. The insecurity, the Fulani killing, they merit it. Because they are dishonest set of human beings in this planet Earth. They are dishonest. Sheikh Gumi was deported from Saudi Arabia, which he is professing to be a Muslim. But Saudi Arabia rejected him, saying, "No, you are a terrorist. What you are doing is not Islamic." Sheikh Gumi have been saying he have been saying everything openly in Nigeria, on Nigerian television. He have been saying, he said during 2023 election campaign, I mean presidential election campaign, that he called on the Northerners that they should never vote for any person that will come as a president to fight the Fulani terrorists. That they should never vote for him. That these are their warriors. Have Nigerians forgotten? No, no. If you forget, we remind you. But Sheikh Gumi is moving freely. Somebody that is meeting terrorists on video, advocating, telling that it is not their fault. Why they are killing people is Nigerian government to be blamed. Nigerians are applauding. No person, people don't rise up. So Nigerians merit the catastrophe that is happening to them. I no longer pity anybody. It doesn't matter who to me. And I say all they merit everything that is happening to them because they are a very dishonest set of people. And the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that is try to warn people about what is happening today. He is under lock and keys, and people, Nigerians, are quiet. Don't you see that there is a problem? There is not only problem in the leadership of Nigeria. The population is the problem. Nigerians are dishonest set of people. Either they are viable or they are malicious. They are mischievous. That is it. Every Nigerian. Are you hearing me? Zamfara state governor, I think or Bauchi state governor, he said he met with the Fulani terrorists, the bandits, on video. Somebody that was chopping people, his job is to kill people. To kill people. He didn't hide it. When BBC did their documentary, they met that terrorist leader, and he revealed to them that he's a killer. They will just call him. There is somebody, a kidnapper that needs death. They will come and he will come and carry a knife and chop off his neck and go back. He confessed that is his job. BBC met him. No, have you forgotten? He's still there on YouTube. That made IPOB cry. Said we started shouting. Nigerians saw it, they didn't rise up. Bauchi state governor, or is it which state? Is it Bauchi or Sokoto? Met with these people. The same way Sheikh Gumi, former Zamfara state, the same thing. He met these people and he pampered them. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in jail. Don't you see that there is a problem with Nigerians? The problem is not even the Fulani. They let the Fulani continue killing. I'm telling you, because Nigerians merit it. They are this honest set of people. They merit what is happening to them. Yes, when they cannot rise up, because look at the thought of. If you look at the statement he made, that they pay a price, they kill Biafrans. You should remember that they fought and killed Biafra. That is the only thing he have to make. And they are shouting out for kill. Nigerians merit the Fulani killings. I'm saying it clear, loud and clear, that they over merit what is happening to them. If they don't merit it, they will rise up. Because they are human beings. To show that they are human beings, they should show that they are human beings. But for now, Nigerians are subhumans. So, when you cry, oh, they are killing us, oh, the military. Just NSA will give order. Nigerian defense chief will give order. How many times you see Fulani attack? They call the military. No, they say we have no order to go after the Fulani killers. Who give them that order? Nigerians know this. They will not rise up and say, look, who is the NSA? This Fulani NSA. We need you down. We need the children, all the Fulani in the military hierarchy down. They will not go there now. They will not say that. Where they have their might is Igbo man. It's Igbo man now. That is where that is why I am now. Before I used to pity, but now I'm happy. What is happening tonight? It will continue happening. It will continue. The killing will continue until people will learn the hard way. That is it. That is it. Continue listening.
What do you call him? The Minister of Defense, Fulani. The Minister of State Defense, Fulani. Now, when such information reaches these high offices, do you think it will go beyond that? It will not. When the people at the top are people who belong to those ethnic nationalities being under consideration or under probe, then what would become of it? Nothing. So if on 27th, an ordinary person like me got a wind of this thing, and it came and happened, and people were massacred, over 200, then you know there's something wrong in this country. What the Totif said is correct. Just add to that and say it is being driven by Islamization and Fulanization.
Okay, so you're characterizing it
I'm happy that this word of Fulanization, it originated on Radio Biafra. I'm happy they are using it. They are using it, Fulanization. Because before everybody is shouting, hey, they want to Islamize. I said, no, this is Fulanization, not Islam. Islamization, it is bringing you are wrong. It is complete Fulanization because they are Fulanizing also the Hausas and other northern Muslims. Complete Fulanization. What you see in our, let me tell you something. When it comes to our land, for example, in Igbo land, it's mostly Christians, per se, imposed on us. You know why all this clergy used to shout? To raise a fear. And they are not doing it in good faith. All this that the Jews, pastors, priests, Islamization, they are not doing it in good faith. They are doing it for the population to rise up, not to rise up to fight against what is happening, but they are doing it for their interests. So that people will be shouting, say no, say no to Islamization, say no to Islamization, because they know that once if you are converted to Islam, now you automatically you will no longer be giving him what you are giving him as a sowing of seed, as this and that. So they use that fear. All these things go on fear. Oh, fear factor, Islam. No. But the real word is Fulanization, where they want to impose a Fulani everywhere in Nigeria. I have said this. They are, Fulani, they cause problems everywhere they are in different parts of Africa. Those people, they are not like Nigerians. They retaliated and started killing the Fulani, like in Mali, in Burkina Faso, in every other place, even in Niger, in Sudan. Now, they now saw that Nigerian indigenous population are in stupor, state of stupor. They are the most stupid people. Don't you think, why did they call the Bight of Biafra, they call it Slave Coast, the original name by the Europeans, they call it Slave Coast. This is where they get many slaves. Why? Because this is where people are they are more than buyable. They don't have dignity. You can buy them with anything. They will sell their conscience and say, oh yeah, take my brother. That is the reason. The Fulani, they understood this, they saw this, they say, oh, this is where Allah has given unto us this land. So they now started bringing their Fulani brothers from every part of Africa, bringing them down to Nigeria to occupy your land. Because for them, what they preach to them, using Fufude, is that your land, that our land, Biafra land, TV land, is a land for the Fulani. And they don't hide it. They say it publicly. Like this is their land. That's what Mandafudio started it. It's a land, a promised land for them. The same way you are praising Israel, you are supporting them. You are fighting for freedom from suppression. and the colonization of foreigners. And you don't see it as bad that other people are suppressing other people to take their land. You are supporting them because of religious sentiment. Do you see? Do you see why what you are doing is very far? Until we change our mentality, and sometimes I look. Let me digress. Even some Jews, some Israelis, they are even against what their their government is doing. I know many. I used to watch many of them what they talk. They are Israelis. They say no, this is evil. But one kaku, Obrianishi, one kaku ne wori Obrianishi. Oh no, hey, no promised land. Oh no promised land. Huh? Hey, now they will do kill you. But these people are human beings. Then why are you crying? Why are you fighting for free, for liberation from who? From oppression. The same oppression the other people are going through. You don't have empathy, but you want to be free. How do you think it's going to be possible? Tell me. Until our minds change and know the big. I don't want Biafra should not be dishonest as Nigerians. It doesn't matter. Say the truth. IPOB, one of the fundamental principles of IPOB is say the truth, even if it leads to your death. You say the truth, let it be. This is one of our fundamental principles. But many people are now bypassing it using religious sentiments. It's very sad. Very, very sad indeed. That is why here in Okadifa, before God and man, Okadifa. Because the mind said, I wrote no. Before even Agame Biafra, and so man, many people's mindset got genuine to the truth. Not to supporting A or B, but analyze issues as it should be. That is it. Unless you are deceiving yourself. Unless you are deceiving yourself. So coming back to what I was saying, this man is talking about if he himself as an ordinary person can get alert, can get security alert. What about the security? I mean the security chief, the secret service, the Nigerian military. They have all these things, they know. Don't you see the other time in Enugu? Eyewitness account said that they said that they saw helicopters coming, helicopters. They thought that it's the military. And they were happy that the helicopter were landing. After they saw people coming out, killing everybody, shooting at they kill every male. Is a Fulani terrorist who is supporting them, who is sponsoring them directly, the Nigerian government. These people in the Fulani in the hierarchy, they are doing it in tandem, in consonance with the West as globalists. Because one of the reasons is they want to eradicate indigenosity. Are you hearing what I'm saying? I want you to go and make research about indigenous people. The West, the agenda is to eradicate indigenosity so that you will no indigenous people will now say, we are tied to our land. Because when you are organic, when you organically attach to your land, there are some things you are forbidden to do by the land. That is the truth. The West, they know it. Like Ekwantu, you said no, Omenalai, no, we don't do it. But you in Australia, you in America, do you have a say? You will be seeing them every day. In Thailand, they fool everywhere. In Brazil, because you are not indigenous to there, so you have no say. If you say any word against them, they will arrest you. That's it. So you mind your business. Because you are not indigenous. It is not your land. That is what the globalists want to do. They want the globalization is to mix up everything so that no people will have attachment to any land and say, nah, I saw here and so our land abhors this. So that they will have the chance in order to mix up everything. If they want to say no Ishike is head, Ishike is agij. If they want, they say, because if they allow indigenous people to continue being in their land, there are things they will resist. They will say, no, Allah so and so. But imagine that you are in Lagos. Will you say Alagin and so and so? They will tell you go back to your land. Imagine that you are, for example, you are in South Africa. Anything that happened there, that is not you say, but in our land we don't. They say, but this is not your land. I beg, you are in here in South Africa. You are here in America, so you don't have a say. What do? That is what they want to do. What that is their agenda, to mix up everything. Fulani will come and bring their own thing and dominate and put their emir. You cannot say anything. They will diminish that our cultural or organic attachment to the land. They diminish to the last, so that the globalists can do anything they want. You don't have any opposition. You cannot oppose them. That is the agenda. Are you hearing me? That is the profoundness of what is happening in Nigeria. But Nigerians, either some of them mischievously, they know. You cannot tell me for goodness of me how all these intellectuals don't even see things profoundly as it is. They are playing politics because all that they care is getting position, deceiving the population, playing politics, entering political office and looting. And that is it. It's finished. That is only what they want to do in this world. Biafra, here on Radio Biafra, we open your eyes. With your eyes open, it doesn't, our job is done. Whatever that you want to see with your eyes, open eyes, is left for you. But we push you, we try to convince you to see good things. We try to convince you to see, to use it for positive issues. Are you hearing me? Continue listening.
By Islamization and Fulanization.
Okay, so you're characterizing it and ethnicizing it. But these are serious allegations you make against the security top hierarchy of this country. Just say,
do you see how Nigerian journalists are highly mischievous? Yeah, characterizing it and yeah, ethnicizing it. Something that is as clear as crystal since over a decade. Something that has been going on there. Sheikh Gumi came out. He said that all these Fulani, all these killers, all these terrorists, they are Fulani. All of them are Fulani. There is no doubt about it. He openly said it. So what is characterization? Do you see, when you are with Nigerian journalists talking, they are afraid. They are dismayed for their life. That is why they always put this type of talks, so that when they will be reprimanded, they will say, but check the video. I said it, that he's trying to, I tried to counter him. That is a character, is ethnicizing it, because any one of them could be reprimanded, slapped. You don't know what they are suffering at the background. Can be slapped and and threatened that look, if you ever look at the video, I countered him by saying that you are trying to ethnicize it and stereotype them. Look at it. That is why they are doing all these things. Not that they don't know the truth, but they are afraid of their lives. Sometimes you also pity them, because working in this type of situation is not easy. It's not easy. You are not working for yourself. You are not an independent journalist. Are you hearing me? That is the difference between black person and a white person. I've seen accounts of some journalists, different journalists, from CNN or from NBC or from different, mostly Western journalists, mostly American, that run away and seek asylum in Russia. They will be revealing things that are happening. One lady was talking. He said I work with whether it's NBC, America. She's an American. But if somebody tell her that she will come to Russia to seek asylum because of, they will tell you that, look, freedom of press in America. Now, who tell you that? They talk against the system, what they don't want you to talk. Just like what is going on between Iraq and Israel. Talk again, talk now. They will not openly do you something, but your life, they know how to squeeze your life, and you become miserable. You become a dead person alive. That is America for you. But you are seeing them, they are laughing, showing their teeth and say, oh, freedom of speech. Who tell you there's freedom of speech in America? Who tell you? Unless you are completely retired. That, because there are some of them, you can no longer chew them, they are retired from everything. So killing them doesn't mean anything. But as a young journalist in America, you are talking against what the system wants you to talk. No person will know what you'll be suffering. They will destroy your life. I'm telling you. That one, he ran away to Russia and seek asylum and started working with Russia Today television. But but they will be showcasing to you that they are freedom of speech. They are number one. This and that. That is nonsense. Bunkum, bunkum. There are things that are red line. You don't dare talk. Just give a counter narrative of what is going on in what they are doing. The system will come, will descend heavily on you. You will understand what freedom of speech is. That it has limits. That is a digression. Let us continue listening.
That they have been inactive despite the security reports they get because they are from a particular part of the country and the alleged perpetrators are also from a particular tribe.
We can't be talking of alleged. The people who are attacked used to see this. Do
you see this alleged? That's what the man is saying, because that is what Nigeria is. Alleged. Now you ask, what is the need of a media that is saying alleged? You can send your reporters to some place to verify. Do you remember during the NSAS protest 2020? TVC News was quoting CNN for a report of what happened in Lekki Beach. He said, according to CNN reports, they said allegedly that the Nigerian military shoot on NSAS protesters. Allegedly, they were quoting CNN, far away America, for what happened at their backyard. They can send even they want 10 reporters to go there, because that is the system. That is the way Britain wants Nigeria to be. They have fashioned, when a blacksmith, he will bring this iron, this metal, bring the other metal, start mixing them, melting them. You will think that he don't know what he's doing. After he will bring the alloy of this and melt them, now start shaping them inside heat. You will say, what is this man doing? But after his hard work, you see the result. That is exactly what Britain did in Nigeria. When they were doing this, they allowed the Sadwana of Sokoto to be making rhetorics. Remember, they interviewed the Sadwana of Sokoto about Igbo question. One thing I know is that the North is obsessed with the Igbos. How is these are provocation. They were laying foundations. You don't know. Oh, Chineke. When you want to start building a house, you will call out diggers, or not. They will use either machine or hand to be digging. Boom, boom. Well, yeah, they dig. If you don't know, now what are these people digging, self? If they dig here, they dig there, they dig here. After, they'll start mixing cement. Now, Paul, you don't know that is a mansion that they are building. The end result will be very fantastic mansion. But they start by laying debts everywhere. They will lay poto here, remove cement here, put it there. For ordinary person, it don't make sense. It will not make sense. That is what Britain did by forming Nigeria. They before even after independence, they started interviewing Ahmad Bello. Why do you obsess with it? No, we are laying foundation groundwork to cause ethnic tensions that will result to what we are seeing today. These are mad planners. Remember, Britain liberated themselves. Anglo-Saxons, England, they liberated themselves from the Roman Empire. Since 400 to 412 AD, they fought to liberate themselves. Check from 412 AD till today. How many years? Is 1,600 and something years. These people have been playing politics. So, are you hearing me? Since 1,600 plus, they have been playing politics, international politics. So they know what they did. They used BBC, started poking Ahmad Bello to start up. When they talk, they say, now you are hatred to Igbos. You don't know that they are laying foundations on something. From there now, they go and met the Nigerian military officials that are mostly Igbo. I say, look, don't you hear what this man say? He's only for northernization. You know, they know how to jam people, two set of people, their heads together. What is their end game? What we are seeing in Nigeria today, so that we continue kata everywhere. Oh, religion, oh, ethnicity, and Britain is having their days, harnessing everything, taking away every natural resources. That is it. They laid the foundations in Nigeria. They use Sadwana of Sokoto. After they go to Igbo military officers that are mostly of Igbo origin and tell them that, look, you have to eliminate this man in order for you to build Nigeria. And Awolowo too, they use Akintola, use all of them, did what they did in the southwest, and Awolowo was in jail. And after they said the military, you have to sanitize and bring Awolowo out to power, this and that. Save your Nigeria. Every time is save Nigeria. Save Nigeria. Nigeria must be one. Immediately, this young, vibrant, innocent, young, vibrant military official struck to save Nigeria. The same Britain went back and announced to the world that, oh, this is Igbo coup. Hey, Igbo, Abiakwana Igbo don't come. Oh, I talk am. Say Igbo go kill Nigeria. I talk am. They instigated Igbo hatred to everybody. Do you see that hatred? That all those foundations they laid, they started building it, it led to war, and they committed genocide. Everything they say continue, and till today, what is going on? Gowon said, no, it is God that revealed to him to kill Igbos. He prayed to God. He's a Christian. I will continue talking about it. You should be ashamed of even serving the same God with Gowon. As an Igbo man, you should be completely ashamed. That statement should make you to say, look, if that God is what I'm praying, I resign. Steve Jobs did that. Because of Biafra war, Steve Jobs stopped going to church till he died. He said, I will no longer serve the God that allowed all these children to be starved to death. What have they done? But will you think like that? No, because your minds are corrugated. Your minds, you are evil. You are dishonest. You are evil because of religious thinking. You don't think straight. Because you are saying, oh, what the Bible say. He said this. You are not thinking like a human being. The death of people don't mean anything to you. Do you see that? Steve Jobs rejected. He said, if this God that is punishing these children, I'll stop. Don't know of Apple, for your information. But you will not think like they say, no, anything. Believe what you believe. I believe what I believe. That is only that matter close. You don't think again. You don't reason. Here we try to poke you so that your frontal lobe will at least will be stimulated to reason. That is it. So Nigerians don't know. They are naive, ignorant of what is happening to them, or they are saying that, oh, president, your president has no power. It is the globalist hand that is on top of Nigeria. The only solution is for Nigerians to rise up, and Nigerians cannot rise up spontaneously. That is why IPOB Biafra is championing for Biafra restoration to move out from that place. Otherwise, we will all perish together with them. Are you hearing me? And we don't want to perish. That is why we want to get out in order to champion our own system so that we can contribute to the world we come into. We should never be only spectators. Are you hearing me? We must contribute. And we cannot contribute in Nigeria. Because in Nigeria we are swallowed. We are good for nothing in Nigeria. We are good for nothing in Nigeria. Continue listening, please.
Listen here. The language of the attackers.
Oh, because I don't
It is not an issue of, we cannot be saying after over 10 years of people being attacked that everybody couldn't identify the people who are attacking. It's just like saying we are living in a fool's paradise. Or simply put, what former President Johnathan said, that you cannot wake up a person who is pretending to be sleeping.
Great.
Just a few days ago,
you cannot wake up a person that is pretending to sleep. Pretending. That is exactly what Nigerians are. They are pretending to sleep. So you don't need to. You cannot wake them up now, because they will look at you that just leave them. Oh, you are pretending. Okay, continue. So Nigerians, they merit what is happening to them until they really realize and wake up. Shouting, Nigerian military, please now, what is this? Something is wrong in this country. Why Nigerian military will not come and help us? You know the reason. Because the Fulani, they are in charge. The only thing is, if it is happening, if they are killing in Benue, every other place, Taraba will rise up. People in Taraba will rise up and say, no, what is happening in Benue is unacceptable. People in Kogi, everywhere, in Enugu, in Ondo, in Lagos, in Kanu, indigenous people will rise up and face these Maruedas. But no, they will not do it. That's why I say they merit what is happening to them. What they are talking is how they kill Biafrans to keep Nigeria one. And you are enjoying one Nigeria. Enjoy one Nigeria. What you fought hard for. Enjoy it. That is what I am telling the Thor TV. Enjoy one Nigeria very, very well. Enjoy it. It's a big enjoyment. May your life continue being like that. Because you fought hard to unite Nigeria and you are enjoying the unity. That is what we tell them. Continue listening, because I will soon open the lines.
Was a meeting between insurgents and some security forces, and the security forces accompanied them. It was videos and it was training. You cannot wake up a person who is pretending to be sleeping.
Great.
Just a few days ago, there was a meeting between insurgents and some security forces, and the security forces accompanied them. It was videos and it was trending. So the issue in Nigeria is, I don't know if we have a system or a real government in place that has responsibility as defined by the Constitution.
Welcome, Mr. Man. You don't have a responsible government. The government you have is a vassal to the West. Is a complete vassal to the West. Because what is happening, they are using the Fulani. The Fulani has been in handy. The Fulani has been handy. Even during the slave trading. For your information, the West, the Europeans used the Fulani to capture slaves in hinterlands of Africa. West Africa mostly. It's true. They use them. For them, they tell them, oh, you Islamites, they are going to capture infidels. They did it. It has been a long time they are working with the West. Today, the same thing. That's why the hidden hand, the secret hand that is controlling Nigeria, is the unseen hand, is the West, Britain and the West. They are the people that are sucking blood. Are you hearing me? The earlier Nigerians understand this, the better. So that you rise up and do something. So that you do the right diagnosis and do the right healing process. Listen, please.
That is to say, governance is in place for security and welfare of the people. I don't think that applies in this country. All these years, people are accusing the Fulani and pointing at the Fulani as being responsible for the dastardly acts in the Middle Belt, in the Northwest, and so many parts of the country, and yet appointed NSA, Fulani, Minister of Defense, Fulani, Minister of State, Fulani, till I see that action. But a president who did all this has to prove to me that there's something different.
Of course. Of course. If, for example, as the man said, the whole for decades, the people, everybody is talking about the Fulani killing, showing videos of it, and they are not hiding it. The Fulani, they are not hiding it. And still, the Nigerian government goes on to appoint the chief of defense, Fulani, national security advisor, Fulani, minister of interior, Fulani, all the high-ranking security officials, Fulani. What do you think? You know, it's very sad. You know, there's something like what I saw in Mazi Johnathan's post, honestly, which is very correct. You know, according to Charles Bukowski, sadness is caused by intelligence. The more you understand certain things, the more you wish you didn't understand them. It's true. Completely true. Sometimes there are some things you will know. You start regretting. Why did I know this? Why? It would have been better for me not to know these things than because it makes you sad. You know, somebody that is not intelligent, Kwame personally doesn't care. He's always happy. Are you hearing me? Imagine just Kwame. That is why people take drugs in order to get out of this world, to feel happy. That is to forget about their problems for that time. Do you see that? Because there are some things you will know, you will feel sad. Oh, it will make you sad. Even if you are anything, after you remember that you know this, oh God, why did I know? Why did I even enter into this to know all these things? Why? It makes you sad. Because when you see people that are acting, you see that people are acting on ignorance. The same way you, as a sane person, you see a drug addict. Maybe he has smoking in many. He's smoking many. You know, for he is no more in this world. But for you, you know that he is ignorant. He needs help. But for him, he's on top of this world. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing what I'm saying? That is exactly the same way. You know, when you have some intelligence, you will be sad. When you see people talking and acting, oh, you feel sad for them. But what will you do? How will you convince them? How will you convince a user of crystal meth? How will you convince him to stop taking drug? He will tell you that is the way. Even he can fight you. But it makes you sad when you see him smoke and after he's misbehaving. But he don't know. For him, he's happy. It's the same way when you see people that are acting and talking due to ignorance. Oh, you feel sad. But what will you do? You feel sad. It makes you sad. Because there are things you know they don't know it. It makes you feel sad. Say, oh, this person is talking out of ignorance. And if you tell him, how can you convince him? He will bring out his own ignorant logic. And there is nothing. You will just that is why you see very intelligent people, they're always quiet. They are always quiet and isolated. You don't see them talk anyhow. I am telling you. If they are here with a group of, you don't even know that they are here. They are monitoring everything. Sometimes they are talking inside their mind how these people are acting on ignorance. Oh, why? So that is why sometimes some things will be haunting you. You say, why? You'll be regretting. Why do I even know this? All these things. I should be behaving like them, enjoying my life, doing without even caring anything or caring for anything. But look at now. Things will be preventing some character, some issues on you, about you. Are you hearing me? So that is it. So when you see Nigerians, you pity them. Some of them are absolutely ignorant. They are ignorant of the system that are created. That is why when I see somebody say, "No, we did all these things to create Nigeria unity, to fight for Nigeria unity. Oh, we fight hard for Nigeria." Is Nigeria unified? You only fought to keep British garden, British farm working. Nothing more. Because even your president is not in charge. Tinubu is not in charge. That is the reality. So this is the reason why we Biafrans, we are making sure that we opt out of this mess called Nigeria, because it is completely a killer mess. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Without going out of this mess, we are all gone. I am telling you honestly. Without going out of this mess, we are all gone. That is why we need to double and triple, quadruple, centriple our efforts. And anybody that is joking with IPOB for us, that person is our utmost enemy. I'm telling you honestly, is our utmost enemy. Because this is a sanctified movement, that we are whiter than white and whiter than snow. We should never allow this struggle to go rot, never, or to deviate. It's impossible. Biafra should understand this. No single individual, no single person should ever deviate this struggle, and we are watching. No, then why are we human beings? What is the need of us preaching? I will go into a few minutes break, so that when I come back, I will open the line so that people will start calling in. Please do not go away. I will be right back.
I'll say the truth now, at least for once. See, I'm going to speak, and a lot of people will think I'm speaking like a Biafran, but no, I want us to reason like analytical human beings. The fact is, the division of Nigeria, with all the indications on ground so far, is inevitable. The division of Nigeria is inevitable without implementing the regional system of government. Okay, let's look at the indicators. Number one, the fact is, the issue of national insecurity at the moment happens to be majorly a northern problem, right? You quite agree with me on that. And in that regards now, any government of the day, any president at the moment that is not of the northern descent or northern origin that tries to fix that, if he's hoping to come for a second tenure, I bet you he can succeed in that. You quite agree with me, right? And this is what I mean by that. Okay. In addressing, considering bringing into view now what happened recently in Benue, just the normal issue of farmers' herders clashes, as they call it, right? Okay. In fixing this kind of situations, now forget about the deployment of military, police, whatever, the president coming to visit. You quite agree with me that that doesn't solve anything, and it's not going to solve anything. The only thing that will solve that, to some certain extent, is we having a situation where there is ranches established for herders, right? That is to say, the herders must be in tune with changing times. Because you quite agree with me, there's no developed country you go to in this world today that you'll find a situation where animals wander all around. There is none. You can never find any developed country of that nature. But in so doing now, if the president of the day tries to enforce that, it's going to be rejected by northerners to some certain extent, evidently clear even in the past, right? Considering the fact that these people are citizens or whatever, they are nomadic in nature, right? That has always been the conversation. They are nomadic in nature. So they move from places to places. And the fact is, I don't know where we're actually getting this. Okay, if you say you are nomadic in nature, how do you expect the government to account for you? Have you ever seen a country where you have citizens being nomadic in nature and the government can account for them and make budget for? So you see, the fact is, the headers must be in tune with changing times, but they are not ready for that. And even the politicians are not ready to have that conversation. Let's look at the issue of dialogue. We need to preach dialogue. We need to be accommodating. There's enough to share, according to Tinubu. But looking at it, you quite agree with me that as far as this life, this nature is concerned now, people have metamorphosized over time, which is the fact that people no more just live because they want to embrace each other in love and peace and harmony. There are two things that guide and regulate the conduct of humanity. One, adequate enforcement of the law, even in developed countries. That is to say, you know that when you do this, this will happen. You must reap for it. You will go in for it. That makes people behave to some certain extent. Another thing that guides people's conduct is the fact that they must be subordinate and superior. Right? That is to say, in anywhere I live for there to be peace, is either they must be, you are the senior, I am the junior. So you know that when you try me, I will finish you, and me that knows that you are more powerful than me, I will not try you. Those are the things that keeps people in check. But if you think that we're going to sit down and be, in as much as we desire one Nigeria, we want to preach and we want to be all accommodating, we believe we're stronger together, but it's not the preaching of peace and love or whatever that keeps people together. These two indications are what keeps people together. And you quite agree with me to some certain extent, the two is missing. There is no adequate enforcement of laws. We are under-policed. Even the armed forces is overwhelmed, and a lot of other things. So what will keep people in check? So what we are fighting for at the moment is a situation where who is more powerful? Is it me, the Fulani man? Is it me, the Yoruba man? Is it me, the Igbo man? Or is it me, the Hausa man? The fact is, that must be sorted out. When it's sorted out, now everybody will know his position and people now will just decide to keep quiet and whatever. Looking at it, when you now introduce our religious extremism in all aspects as well, that is evident in the country. You have a lot of radical Muslims, radical Christians. We're not ready to tolerate each other. The only thing that will make us tolerate each other, let's tell ourselves the truth, is the full implementation of the law and the adequate protection of the vulnerable. That is just it. And all these things are missing. So how do you tell me we are not going to divide? And the fact is, looking at it now, Tinubu will not dare go that way. Right? Because by the time he tries to introduce that, okay, there must be establishment of ranches to curtail the free movement of the Fulanis, you quite agree with me that he is going to lose a lot of, the fact is he's already losing at the same time as far as the North is concerned at the moment. And that is what will even bring the division closer in that regards. In the sense that Tinubu doesn't look like somebody that is ready to let go of the fact that this 8 years is his birthright. And at the same time, the Northerners are not ready to give it to him. So when you have like a clash of the titans, Abi, that is what I refer to this 2027. Forget about this defection. Clash of the titans is going to definitely give birth to something. So with all these indications on ground, my brother, the issue of one Nigeria, we are going to get better, will remain nothing but a delusion, seriously. We're going to talk more in this regards. I will drop more in this.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name is... Sorry, don't know. Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Johnathan Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra land. And we are live and direct. Today is the 23rd day of the 6th month, being June 2025. Therefore, our lines are now opened and our WhatsApp and Signal line remains +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. I repeat once more, our WhatsApp and Signal line +61 405 142 547. You can call us and give us your viewpoint, or you ask question if need be, so that we interact among ourselves, because this is our parliament. I have callers already waiting. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Please start by telling us your name, if you may, and where you're calling from. Can you hear me? Call on WhatsApp.
Yeah, Mazi, I can hear you.
Mazi.
Good evening, sir. Long time. My name is Udeze. Long time. Mazi, so I'm heartbreaking, seriously speaking, because the mentality of our people is beyond something that is very provoking and ununderstandable, sincerely speaking. Sometimes we are sat. I'm tired of preaching to our people because our people can be more frustrating. No matter you are trying to put them through, they see no reason with you. Recently, when I see the press release on Facebook, when I started reading it, my spirit was unmoved, but I couldn't really understand it till now when I started debunking it. So I have to go back to that press release. I was like, and I've already shared it from Mazi Luchuku organ or this thing. I was so surprised. I said, thank God at least I listened to, because if not for Radio Biafra, I would think that press release was directly from Emma Powerful. But thank for your education this night, and it made me bring my thinking back. That our people I don't know. As I'm just seriously, they should not just try to, because we are already. They don't know how frustrated we are living over here, living like animal, frustrated. As in, I just don't know. We are trying to make life better for our people, thinking about the future. Because sometimes when I sat, I look at myself, that the future of this my generation is gone. We are just looking for a better future for our next generation to come, so that they can build a better nation for themselves when we are quiet gone. But our people can be frustrated. Thanks for Radio Biafra, and thanks for every one of you on Radio Biafra for giving us right information, leading us in the very right path. That's why I'm very grateful that this Radio Biafra should I just believe that if every average Biafra can listen to Radio Biafra, trust me, by now we have taken action that's unexpected. But when you come to where I live here, a lot of us want to say Radio Biafra is now, we are far from it. They say some people sit, when I introduced to them, so when I came, I told them that they always insult people on that Radio Biafra. That they don't like listening to it, that the way they preach, they don't like. I was like, you don't like listening to your own. What belongs to you? What can direct you? They say it's insulting. They insult people there. That's okay. I say no problem. It's there for you. Thank you. And again, Nedu. I was the one used to call you about the contribution that needed the account number. and you say you get back to me. But this one now,
Oh,
my
okay.
small
Please
WhatsApp,
write me.
I'm using
Write me
for you.
again, please. Write me again because I used to have many messages. So to pinpoint, you need to write me again, please. Okay.
No, no
Okay.
problem, sir. I will do as much as I
Okay.
may
Thank
God
you,
my bless you and bless
and
you,
you
man.
too.
Thanks.
There will, Mazi. There will. Caller on signal. Can you hear me, Mazi? I think Mazi hear me, Chris. Are you there, Mazi? Today you called Eli.
In fact, for me not to miss, yesterday I was trying to call before you announced that we are taking the last call.
Okay. There will.
Unfortunately, that was, yeah. So, Mazi, good evening from here. And let me begin to say something before. Last time you made a comment, you said that when you are making a broadcast and people say that they're enjoying your broadcast, you used to get annoyed. Please do not. Because maybe it depends how you understand or how you interpret what they meant. But when I use that word, maybe sometimes I meant that you are trying to elevate our reasoning. We thank Radio Biafra, thank those some of you in Radio Biafra, and those are making a significant contribution on Radio Biafra. Elevate our reasoning and we put us our reasoning capacity to a different dimension. And that is what Radio Biafra has done to us. Actually, myself, my very self, I don't used to consume information immediately. I think about it, but listening to Radio Biafra, especially on issue relating to Nigeria and how Nigeria was fundamentally fixed down. So with Radio Biafra, I begin to read a lot of things and I comprehend a lot of things concerning Nigeria. So when people say that word, don't get it wrong. Not enjoying because they're enjoying your talk. Maybe what you are telling them is making them to reason very, very well. And that's one for that part. So, Mazi, coming to this program, honestly, for we to go out from Nigeria, it's a very long process. Then for Nigeria become a country, they can never. It can never. This program, this audio you play last time before you open your line, I think I have made that was on TikTok. I begin to follow some people on TikTok now. They used to make a program on TikTok. Yesterday, I followed some people. Today, I've listened to the same guy. When you listen to those call themselves Nigerians, you will understand that we have a long way to go. They are not ready to change. They are not ready to even. But it seems to me that there's a group of people that the APC or Tinubu has paid. They are in every social media platform. When you must steal one, any day you go, you must, especially the Yoruba people. The one I was listening, following this evening before I joined your program, I got angry, I got them and they checked your program you are on. So these people were saying about P2B. You see how they condemn P2B. You see how they are fixing the problem of Nigeria into the hand of the governors. Why haven't your governor do this? They are blaming the governors? 2 days ago, there's the one blaming the governors, and they asked him if the governors said that governors are collecting the security vote. That's okay. If they give you money, you have the money in your pocket, and the governor, when something is happening in the state, the governor called the IG to send police. They didn't send the police. Have you solved the problem? He said, no, I should ask the governor, what are they doing with the money? I give another example. I said, during autumn, this man from Benue State, what is it, Governor Autumn, I said, this man cried that he needed a confiscated fund to arm their people so that their security men, so that they will challenge the phone and they are having a very superior weapon. Did the federal government grant it to him? So, my dear brother, I begin to understand that if we don't do everything possible to move from this country, these people will damage us completely. Because there are those, what I found out from especially the European people, they are jobless people. They don't want to work, very lazy. All they want is to sit by the side. Either they chop through Oluwale or they chop through. If you hear a lot of rubbish people are talking, yesterday, one boy was saying that about the seaport. He said, why they shut down the seaport in the east? Because there's a lot of corruption in the seaport. I said, that's why they shut down the. I said, why? He said, because they are bringing fake drugs. And I asked him, have fake drugs stopped to enter into Nigeria as we speak today? Thank God there's another person that was there asking, said, asked the guy, said, why is it that the NDLA trap about 1.something billion drug traffic in Nigeria, in Lagos, if there's security in Lagos there? So this is to tell you that the level where we are, that the people we are dealing with are not willing to change. When you say Nigerians, what is happening to them, they merit it. That's a fact. It's a fact that no, it's not disputable. It can't dispute it. The fact is that the people living in Nigeria, what's happening to them, they merit it. They are selfish and hopeless. The only way we have to do for ourselves is to find a way to go out from that entity. Because the more you stay there, there's something I used to say all the time. There is the environment you will be. If you don't change the environment will change you. But most likely, environment changes your reasoning, 90%. If you, as we have been very, very somehow now, most of us living there have acquired a lot of knowledge and the things. When you go home and stay for 3-4 years, believe me, you don't doubt what I'm saying, that you begin to reason like them. But that note, the environment has changed your reasoning. So there's no way you try to change the reason of these people living into Nigeria. Very difficult. Because the information they get every day is the corrupt information that change their mindset. Why is it that when you are talking to somebody about religion, you are talking about religion, say religion is it? And you say, my brother, that is true. But tomorrow you go to church, take up hand again. Every day somebody will come, either on social media and that, keep on praying and say, God, let me use the case of our leader. Don't let the enemy see him. If the enemy is in the front, let him be at the back. If the enemy is in the back, let our leader be in the front. But the enemy are the people holding our leader. Has the problem? Has the prayer be answered? On Saturday, I think you made a comment where our warriors, our heroines, then were fighting war during the Biafra war. They have their singing, even the song we sing it during our rally here. We in the name of Jesus, we shall conquer. If you have prayed for and fight war, many people died during the war. Did Jesus never answer? Why should you continue praying for the same Jesus Lord and never answer you after we have lost about 5 million people? That is how the environment destroys the mental capacity of our people. So what we are doing is that if we don't expect to bring our people, bring them up from this situation we are, if you put 1 year, if we get 1,000 people, we lose 600 people that went back to their normal. It's just like when you wash a pig, you come a pig, you leave the pig, you go back to the potapota again, to the mud. That's what we are saying. So I don't know in another method we have to go with this. Last time I said that when they get better, I get better now by force. Because when the Fuji, sometimes you need to force them before they adapt to a certain system. And it's not easy to change the system in a society. What we are trying to do here is to change the system, change our reason, change the way we do things. And that is where we are doing what we are doing. It's not easy at all. Our people in diaspora continue playing the same way they're playing. Every first Sunday of the month or second Sunday of the month, they go to meeting, village meeting. As they are going in diaspora, either they are doing Igbo meeting. If they go to Nigeria, they go do either Anambra meeting in Lagos. If they're in Anambra, they do Okusu meeting in Anambra. If they are still in Anambra, they do our mama meeting in Anambra, our meeting in Anambra. Every Sunday, every 3 Sunday, they go Abakaleke meeting in Anambra. This person doing Abakaleke meeting in Anambra is living in Anambra, pay tax in Anambra, eat food in Anambra, have his house in Anambra. But he also goes for their village meeting in Anambra. No central ideology to bring that Anambra where he's living to make it a better place. They still go back to do the same thing that do in Europe. There are people in Italy where we are now. We have more than 17 Igbo meetings here in Italy. Here. They have in Bologna, they have in Firenze, they have in Rome. They have this is called Igbo meeting. And inside that room, they still have an Mbano meeting. Mbano people go their own meeting. So tell me, how can we come together to have a central ideology to bring a better system for us? We are tired of Ali being a burial ground. Onye nwoshe belong to but let us be working for our place. Thank you, Mazi, and God bless you.
There were. Thank you, Mazi. You know, just like what you're saying or what you said, that's why I said it. Nigerians are dishonest. That is why they merit what is happening to them. You know, they will see the truth. Hey. They will see the reality, the truth. Because of one sentiment, tribal sentiment or religious sentiment, they will deviate from there and be talking another thing. Are you hearing me? This is the type of mentality we don't need in this Biafra struggle. It will harm us. I'm telling you that when I don't know. When I say we need to diminish religious or foreign religious mentality, I know what I'm saying. Because it will make us not to be seeing things as it is. We be putting sentiments and become worse than Nigerians. When you ask a Yoruba man, he said, look like what he said, our brother said, Emikris. The Yoruba man said, why did I have this thing in East International Airport and Seaport? There is too much corruption, and you are looking at the person talking. You are looking at him. He is lying. He is. Oh, you have corruption. When you're talking about governors, oh yeah, governors. Oh yeah, governors are accountable. What are they doing? Now you ask, do the governors have a command of the military? Several times they call the military, the line is off. He's a figurehead chief security officer of the state, but he has no power. Mostly Igbo governors, they have no power. They cannot command the military. Never. Unless to the interest of the caliphate. Like Hope was of them saying, bring a military. Oh yeah, we need the Python 2 Python dance, 2 Python dance, 3. They clap for you. Oh yeah, they bring to kill our people. That is the only thing. Have you ever seen where Fulani headsmen on the rampage and the military? They call the military. So, oh yeah, military, come and they come. The Nigerian military is centralized. Their command comes from the hierarchy, from Asorok, not from the state. Are you hearing it? So that is the thing. But these people, they know the reality, they know the truth, but because of that ethnic bigotry, they continue lying. This is the mentality I don't want us to have in this Biafra struggle. Say the truth. Even if the truth leads to you, say it. You feel it. Don't attach any sentiment to there. That is my own. Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. Mazi Onyemuchi, I think it's you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, I can hear you. Good evening,
There
sir.
we go.
Biafrans, good evening. IPOV, good evening, all. I thank you for being here for us today. Sir, I have so many questions to ask you so that people who are listening from the background will understand what is going on. Because I sent a message to you some few hours ago, which I know you were busy. Maybe you didn't go through it. But fortunately enough, you emphasizes on those answers too. You made me to understand those answers. But before I start, I want to ask you to please, if you can simply, simplify the difference between colonization and religion. Why I'm asking this is that because I realize that from what they said and what we have seen to be truth about the amalgamation of Nigeria from 1914 to date, it's about 111 years now. And if you look at it, if we are talking about colonization, it simply means that those who are no longer a part of this amalgamation as of then are now the one pioneering the affairs of colonization, which means, I think objectively, I'm not saying on behalf of everybody, I think these guys are smarter than us. They are not, those days that we used to play draft now, when they win you start up all over again, you clean up the slate and you start up again, which means they have seen it that Nigeria have expired and they want to now reclaim Nigeria by their own way based on the agreement they have with their counterpart out there. So now I'm asking, this organization, does it really have
Sorry,
any
come again. Is
similarity?
it Fulanization and
Yes,
Islamization or what? I
yes,
don't understand.
yes. It's Fulanization and religion entirely. As in, is there any similarity or the similarity in between them? Because for these people who always, anytime they want to commit evil, they carry the Ariwas along. And anytime they want to do politics, they will exempt themselves. I don't know if you understand me really. Now, the 100 years has passed, and they have come openly now to take over Nigeria, which means they have acknowledged that amalgamation report of 1914 is no longer in existence. It has expired 11 years over. So I want to know if this Fulanization has any similarity to do with religion, because they always go in parallel, carrying their friends around and all that. Do you understand? Their brothers, the Northerners around, whenever they want to commit evil. You see? So the second question I want to ask, I don't know if I can go on with the second question or you want to finish up.
Let me answer, or let me just answer as I could on this one first before you go into the second. I don't know whether you want to drop or you want to
go ahead, sir. No, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Now, this Fulanization is a word coined by us to reiterate the real intention of the Fulani Caliphate, the Sokoto Caliphate. That is it. Which is, Fulanization. That is colonization by the Fulani. That is it. So you cannot colonize a people successfully without using religion. I used to say it here all the time. Had it been the British colonized us and we didn't become Christians, it will be very easier for us to rebel against Britain in any way and become, develop fast. Let me give you an example. Britain colonized India. India you are seeing today. Britain colonized it. Europe, not only even Britain. Portugal colonized some parts. I think southeast also. Gao, where they call Gao in India. They divided India before between. There is a Francophone India also, colonized by French. So in effect, Europe colonized India, but India fought very hard not to be Christianized. And do you see the difference between India and Nigeria? Do you see any difference?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is a practical one. They maintained who they are ideologically. They maintained their culture of Hindu. Even Mahatma Gandhi, when he wanted to travel to study, to complete his studies, Mazi, your background is making noise. I don't know. When he wanted to travel, Mahatma Gandhi, when he wanted to travel to England to study or to complete his studies, his parents did not allow. They said, no, you cannot travel. That is a land. If you go there now, they will change you. They will become, they will idealize you, they will change your perspectives. You will no longer become an Indian traditional person, you are a Hindu. He promised his parents. People, that's why when I preach religion, people don't understand the profoundness of religion in holding people hostage. Let me tell you, Mahatma Gandhi promised his parents. He said, look, for you to understand what I will never eat meat in England. That is he will become a vegetarian. Many Hindus are vegetarians. They don't eat anything that is animal, whether fish or meat. You understand? He immediately, he said, and he promised that after he went to England, he never ate meat. He continued being who he was as a Hindu until he came back to prove to them that now they cannot change him. Because they say that, oh, if you go there now, you turn to a Christian. Do you remember the past British Prime Minister, Sunni Kini, or what is his name again? Do you remember when he wanted to enter into 10 Downing Street? He performed their Hindu ritual at the gate of 10 Downing Street with candle and incense and this and that, as they used to do as a Hindu. But imagine a black person or an Igbo man, for example, being elevated to that post, he become a British Prime Minister of Igbo origin, for example. He will be ashamed of carrying his ikenga, doing it. No, he said, no, this is a primitive character. No. For you to understand, when we preach going back to our roots, it is as much more profound as we are talking. Because a people can never be completely colonized without imposition of the colonizer's religion. Once you accept your colonizer's religion, you are gone. You are gone. That is what the Fulani are doing. So that is the difference. The Fulani can never, like the non-Muslim Biafrans, for example, the Igbos, they are coming with Islam. It's not that their intention that they are too much Islamic or they are no. The Fulani, they are not as religious as many people think. They commit all kinds of they drink, they do anything, any horrible thing that Quran condemns. But they are on a mission of conquest, the same way the British did in our land. They are Christians, but they rape. But they preach to you Bible that you must accept this Bible is their God, is we come to save you. But they rape, they kill people, they do every horrible thing that is condemned, even in the Bible. But because they want you colonized, and the colonization can never be complete until you are mentally colonized. That is religion. Because with the colonizer can leave you physically and go. Once you are mentally following their religion, finish. You will be following them like within every year. You will, for example, Igbo converted Muslims. Them, even if they fall and they are not there, every year you'll be calling them, come now, how do we go to pilgrimage? What do we do? You will be always asking them. They become your perpetual masters, your perpetual directors. So you will never graduate. That is what we are. Don't you see Christians? We go to Bible study from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, every year till you, from childhood to you grow up, till you finish your masters and PhD. You are still going to church. You don't graduate. That is how it is. You become perpetual student. You can never graduate. The same Bible you are reading, you continue reading it day in, day out. That is what till you die. That is you. They tell you that is how it should be. You will be reading it, you take it in your heart, you sleep with it because that is foreign to you. They want you to be mesmerized with it so that you tie yourself with it for them. They command you. They do anything they want with you. So that is the difference. Any people that are not mentally colonized, they are very easy to move out. That is why you see Biafra restoration, like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he started by telling us to reason in a different way. Do you remember that they tagged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu an antichrist? Do you remember that? Many churches tagged him antichrist.
Exactly.
Oh, this
Exactly.
man is an antichrist. Have you forgotten? I don't know when you started listening to Radio Biafra.
No. It's true. It's true.
Okay.
It's true.
They tagged him antichrist. Don't you? Have you forgotten? Because he knows the problem.
I'm a witness.
Yes.
Even from, I think, one of the members of the Salvation Ministry. I witnessed it directly from them, from their mouth.
Because
so a lot of them.
As a liberator, you don't first of all liberate people physically. Your liberation goes nowhere. You go to that inner point, that nerve center. You understand? The center of gravity, that is where you go. In other words, you are able to decapitate that place. Finish. The people will start reasoning in another way. Talk with any genuine IPOB member. When you listen to his talks, oh, you say, even if he didn't complete his elementary six, my brother, you'll be asking, but where do you get this type of knowledge? Because that is the product of what we want. That is the end product of what we want to achieve. So that when we restore a country by this set of people, oh my goodness me, we go direct to development. Everybody, you building a vibrant society. That is it. Mazi, I don't know. You continue, please.
Okay, let me just ask one more question because I have a lot of questions. But in the course of answering this first one, you've answered almost two already. So let me just ask this last one. Now, please don't say no to this because personally I've realized that Nigerians entirely, both the Igbo indigene, Yoruba indigene, Hausa indigene, whichever indigene that made up Nigeria, that we have a summary of it all. 99% of them is living in emotion of their diverse religion. Understand? So now the question I want to ask now is this: can you just help me tell me?
I don't know. You are not coming out as clear. I'm not hearing you. Can you repeat your question, please?
Days that they go to school.
As you repeat your question, your voice was.
We do not go. They said in any event there must be a. Can you hear me, sir? Can you hear me, sir?
Go on okay, now. Go on.
This,
yes.
Can you help even indigenous are versus religion in compromise not to face the fact of what they are seeing as their impediment? Okay, so now the question I want to ask, looking at what is playing out in Iran and in between Iran and Israel, or should I say Iran and America, can you actually tell me a remote cause? Because I believe that in the course of every event, there must be a remote cause to that. Please, can you tell me, is it a power tussle, or is it economic tussle, or should it be economic stroke religious tussle? Please, because there is a situation down here that people are not understanding. Because our leader said many of us play African politics, we don't understand international politics. And I think this is the time to begin to detail this well for people to understand what is going on. So my question is this issue between Iran and Israel, or should I say Iran stroke America coming in to interfere, is it as a result of what was the remote cause? Is it out of a power tussle to show that they have power, or Iran is trying to claim a position that they want to be known as war power, and is it just as a result of a remote cause of religion stroke economic interest? Please.
Okay, Mazi, can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you,
Okay,
sir. I can hear you, sir.
I think you now be listening through the. Did you listen to
All right.
my program with Viewpoint with Mazi Austin? Check Austin.
Honestly, I was so disappointed. I wasn't having any money to buy data that day, and I felt so
Oh,
grieved about
oh,
it.
because we treated
Yes.
that. But
Yes.
let me just cut off and be at the background listening,
Oh,
please. Let
okay,
me
sir.
just be
Okay, sir.
just
All right.
few seconds. Let me say something on that. You know, we touched this that day. Yes, this is not our direct problem, but we should have international or global geopolitical uh, sense of what is happening around us. When you see, I don't want to go into much more detail because it will take too much time for history and analysis. When you see like my posts, some people might misunderstanding that I'm supporting this or that. No, 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 no. I am trying to bring out facts in my Facebook posts, facts that we should know, not with sentiment. When you see the issue of Israel and Iran and America is a long time issue. It concerns many things, both geopolitics, religion, power tussle, everything. It concerns that. For people to understand, for your information, many people do not even understand that Israel you are seeing today have more percentage of Russian Jews than any other race. I mean than any other whether American Jews. Russian Jews are much, much more higher, even originally. Many people don't know that. The Russian Jews are the people that even started this aliyah. They struck deal with Stalin, Joseph Stalin, after the Second World War. And in 1948, Soviet Union is the first country to raise hand to vote yes for Republic of Israel or independent Israel. Many people don't, when you look at some people, they doing things out of sentiments without even knowing nothing, no history, they don't know. The Russia, when you go to all the Soviet Union, there are much more Soviet Union Jews. Let me put it like that, because when you talk about the whole Soviet Union, you comprises both Belarus, both Ukrainian Jews, but that the old Iron Curtain Soviet Union Jews. It is Russia that even initiated the plan for them to move. So Russia supported them highest. That is why Russia today is very, very highly annoyed. They call them traitors, because Russia activated most of the things. People don't know. But when you study, make deep researches, you understand. That is why Russia is not, because many of I think Putin said most of the Jews today, they are Russians. What people you are calling Israelis, most of them are Russians. Most are Russians. So what am I trying to say? There are many things in that war and politics. Yes, I don't want to go back to whether Israel has the right to be there or this and that. There are many things. I don't want to say many things here on air for people not to misunderstand. Because sometimes when you go to history, some people might be misunderstanding you, saying that people might be saying, "Oh, you are taking this side or this side." No, I am a free thinker. I don't. So what is Iran doing for me, or what is this other one Israel doing for me? Nothing, as an individual. But when you analyze things as it is, that is why when you see some of all these journalists, I am telling you, both Israel, both other, they say things as it is. They don't care whether as they are Israeli citizens. They say things as it is. Forget about what you hear on the mainstream media. It is All these things you hear in the mainstream media is to manipulate people's opinion. Most of them are lies and lie. They twisted the truth. You know, half truth is lie. Are you hearing me? So, what am I trying to say? Yes, Israel have been there since 1948. Whether it is their right to be there or not, that is not for me to say. But as they are there, one thing is this. When that is what, I said it the other day, we should learn. When you open mouth too much on rhetorics, you boast too much, it will make you vulnerable. You expose your secrets. Are you hearing me? It will make you lose your secrets to your enemies or reveal your secrets to your enemies as you are boasting. Iran and many other Arab countries, they know how to make this type of mistakes. You cannot say that you want to destroy a whole country, to eliminate, to annihilate a country, to remove it from this openly. Not that you are hiding it. You said it openly. It became a campaign story, a campaign promise, which people used to vote you or vote your president or prime minister into office. And you are telling me that the other country that you want to annihilate will keep quiet and wait for you to come and annihilate them. That is the mistake of Iran. We, analyze something based on neutrality. That is the mistake of Iran. Are you hearing me? Because whatever man wants to do is in his heart. But when you reveal it for people to clap for you, you suffer the consequences. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Do you know why? Do you see why they are even attaching Mazi Johnathan to NSAS? Because he came up on the radio and start energizing Nigerian youth. There are many people that tell him, Mazi, you remove yourself from this. Leave. This is Nigerian youth. Let them do their thing. But he said, no, let him do this, And that is why there are some supports you can render secretly without saying it. There are things you have to do secretly, maintaining silence. And that is what the DOS is doing now. I want us to learn. Because when you open your mouth and say, I will kill like one of Igbo adage. He say a tortoise, he say, I will kill a pregnant woman. I must kill a pregnant woman. And the following day, tortoise was not there safe, and they saw a pregnant woman being massacred. They hold the tortoise responsible because he said it, and it's true. Are you hearing me? That is the thing. There are things you don't say public, but you maintain secrecy. That is secret service. You use your secret service, use secrecy to do something. No person will know. No person can pin it to you. That is intelligence. And that is the road the DOS has taken. But many people, some of them are saboteurs, some of them are agents. They want the DOS to start blabbing everything they are doing, or they want to do. Oh yeah, let us do it. No, and no. So that is that. The Iran publicly several times say they must annihilate Israel from the face of the earth. It's not. There is this man, one of these their presidents. He have come and gone. Whether he ruled for 8 or 10 years, I don't know. He have gone. Ahmadinejad. That has been his mantra. Because he want to be popular to the people. But the reality is different from popularity. Reality. When reality hits you, you start. Matthias, they talk him now. If you want to insult me, but when reality hits you, you understand what I'm saying. That is a very big point. Are you hearing me? So, reality is different from rhetorics. Talking, there are things you don't openly boast about. And that's also a problem with we Igbos. Because once that blood enters our head, we open mouth and reveal what we're not supposed to reveal. That is why you see Kunle and Alhaji in their bugged telephone conversation. Alhaji said that he has many Igbo friends. He said if you don't friend an Igbo man, you are doomed. Because once you are friending Igbo person, he said they don't know when they reveal, they will open mouth and vomit one thing that will make you to survive in life. Because that is how our character is. And that is something we need to be up to date with the situation on ground, with the generation we are in. This is 21st generation. Everything is not about pride. Okay, we do this. Everywhere you go, you see Igbo man. You think it's positive. It's congratulations. No, it's mockery. Everywhere you go, anywhere you go, you know see Igbo man, which means we are scattered all over the world. Are we scattered for fun? Are we going there for on holiday? Wherever you are listening to me, ask yourself, why are you there? Are you there on holiday? You went there, you are there in search of greener pasture, whereas we have a dark green pasture in our land, but we are prevented from eating from it. Don't you understand that is a curse? So, what is playing in Iran, between Iran, Israel, and America is a power tussle, yes. Iran made mistakes, but Israel also, according to international law, they don't need to attack any sovereign country. It's against international law, it's invasion. But in this world, might is right. That is what I see in this generation. In this world, 21st century, might is right. Are you hearing me? Somebody will just attack you without nothing. And but the issue is this. There might be also, people are, you think winning a war is not only through that fighting. The aftermath of the war will be the game changer. Now, according to Medvedev, the president of or prime minister of Russia, sorry, Medvedev, he said that what Israel did now, that they will regret it later, because now Iran must have a nuclear weapon by fire by force, and many countries have even advocated to give Iran, in case of necessity, their own nuclear warhead. That is, sometimes you don't win a fight through just boxing or fighting. You don't win it like that. And what Israel did, he have removed them and brought more in many countries. Israel is only with America and some of the Western countries only. It brought hatred from every other. And this world, you cannot be isolated and think you are moving forward. It's impossible. There must be diplomacy. You understand me? So, what they are doing is on their own, but we analyze it based on neutrality. But I am seeing some of our people that are carrying it on the head as if they are the Israel. Look at people that are being massacred by the Fulani, taking over their land, massacring them. They cannot even squeak, but they are also supporting other people that look, the Gazans, they are indigenous, the Palestinians, they are indigenous people. Whether we like it or not, that is the reality. That is the truth. Israel was from 1948. That is the history. I don't want to go into deep. I don't want to go into their deeply. Because there are many things you will talk, it will shock many people. Their head cannot carry it. So let me leave it like this. So let me take the last caller. I think there is a caller that has been there in WhatsApp, please. Thank you for holding on. Please unmute yourself and go on, please. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. Can you hear me? You have been here since, you have been waiting since 13 minutes, going to 14 minutes. Please go on. Mazi, raise your voice now. Nobody is hearing you.
Mazi, Tony Mas, I'm calling from my location. I hope you can hear me clear.
Now your voice is coming out again.
Mazi, I want to tell my people something. To every African youth, you should know that the problem we have in Africa is the pastors, sometimes the police, almost all the time, I mean the security. Then the third one, the politicians. Our pastors that have, I will not mention them, but many of our pastors in Nigeria, they are supposed to tell people what to do, especially now, for their life and the life of our future generation yet unborn. But they refuse prayer as the weapon. Rather, they keep us the Bible, which we have not seen any right proof. They deceive our people all the day, every time, yet our people refuse to learn. There was a day I went out for evangelization here in my location. I meet some of my Igbo brothers. I talk to them about what is going on. It's like that day was one of my bad day ever, because what a guy stood up and said make me weak within a short period of time. I begin to imagine, does it mean that these people have grease in their head instead of sense? Because they talk as if they are not even in the world. So, what I want to tell my people this night is that it's better you wake up. Stop listening to that your pastor that dresses so nice every Sunday. Because even the Bible told us that we should go back to our ancestors, that they will show us, they will tell us the way. They are the only people that have that key. But our people, they refuse to see all this. They keep listening to prosperity. You will be a rich man. Meanwhile, you don't have anything doing. You are praying, fasting to become a rich man. How possible it is? So, without wasting much of your time, please, thank you for taking my call once again. I think I will stop here for now. Thank you. And may God bless IPOP, long live IPOP, long live DOS, long live ESN, long live every freedom fighter. Thank you, Mazi, and may God bless you.
There were Mazi. Thank you very much. And with this, I switch off the phones. I will no longer take any call, please. Biafrans and lovers of freedom. You know, here on Radio Biafra, we sound is a place of our enlightenment and sounding of alarm. Because we will never allow this IPOB to see rot. It's impossible. I am saying it, and I continue saying it. You don't dare mesmerize with the lives of people. People that look at Ikechukwu Ugua, how he was butchered in broad daylight in the presence of his children. And you think that after everything, we will now be doing politics like Wazirike. Any politician that wants hitmen, he will send hitmen, because that is what, you know, some of our people are, many of our people are buyable, in short. Many of our people are buyable. They don't have no dignity. I hate to say that, honestly, but that is the truth. They don't have dignity. Just give them a little sum of money or promise them some position. You see them changing tones. They you know, that is a sign of very primitive character. Nobody should buy your dignity. I am telling you. When you see Owazirike started very, very nice. But at the time he changed. That's why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu decamped. Because he saw lies and started seeing other things. He decamped and started opening people's eyes that, look, this is a lie or this thing, and you know. So we cannot come into IPOB and after also it will become a political party. where this and that. We now start going through Nigerian where, yeah, we thank this. Hey, let us beg them so that they can at least appease them, so that they can release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do you think appeasement, what does he? He goes with, that is total submission. That is why, they give you condition when you want to beg, when you're a beggar. They don't give you good thing. It's condition. Okay, before we do this, you are in a position of weakness. A freedom fighter always is in the position of strength. His life doesn't mean anything to him. He say, instead, let me die. I studied the life of Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela, the several times during when he was the 8th year, he stayed 27 years. On the 8th year, then the apartheid government came to him to negotiate with him, say, look, you don't need to stay here. We want to bring you out, but look. They start giving him condition. If you can accept that, come out, so that you'll be talking to your people as if there is no problem. But he said, no, I cannot. There was a time they proposed to him to be giving him preferential treatment inside the prison. He will not be working. He will be receiving different rations. He said, no, I will treat me as you treat others. That is a freedom fighter, for goodness sake. That is a freedom fighter. It's in you should show your people, your enemies, that your life means nothing to you. Whether I'm dead, to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that if I'm dead, that is when Biafra will come quicker. Have you people forgotten? He said it. So a freedom fighter should be always showing that my life doesn't mean anything. You know what? I'm here. I'm dead already. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, I will be resurrected. I will be resurrected by the coming of Biafra. So what is the need of all these things? What haven't he said? Is it there are many things to say. So we should never be in a position of weakness to start thanking this and that in a press release. This is on IPOB, for goodness sake. This is on IPOB. People have died. You cannot allow, bring up people to die now in order for we start thanking the northern elders for this. For what? For what I say? For what I say? That's why I say talking is cheap. But when it comes to practicality, reality hits you. But IPOB, we must be equal to the task. That is why IPOB is a worldwide phenomenon. It is an institution. It's not something that, without this person, IPOB will collapse. Any person that is thinking like that, you need to go and repair your heads. You need to go to psychiatric hospital, because this is what Nigerian government thought. They thought that the center of gravity of IPOB is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Remove him from the road. Oh, it is your IPOB. Igbo people. Oh, this one will go this way. This one will go this way. They will scatter. That is what they calculated, but they are wrong. They were wrong and they are wrong. So we should never prove them right by dishing out rubbish. Press release. The DOSU, our job here is to maintain sanity in this IPOB, to let the public understand there is no sentiment. Our focus is to restore Biafra in truth and in holiness. That is how it is. We are whiter than white and whiter than snow. No person should gamble with people's lives and just like that. No. IPOB is all of us. We are there. We make up IPOB. We contributed. I contributed. You contributed, and we continue contributing. Even money, even our quota, even everything we can in order to make to the success of IPOB. So IPOB is all of us. It should never be hijacked by any person or any individual. Never. So Biafra remains our goal. Biafra remains our focus. Biafra remains our ideology, our religion. And that is why we continue preaching and we continue working towards Biafra restoration. Thank you for listening. From me, Mazi Johnathan Chinedu, from here, it is simply Good evening.
Ebeka unusi Biafra. Ebeka unusi Biafra gaimara. Biafra gane bozo gamiri. Agaimara. Biafra gane bozo gamiri. Biafra gane. Zombe. Wabuke. Anijala.